I declare that the 508th Convocation of McMaster University for the conferring of degrees is now in session.
I would like to now call upon our Chancellor, Dr. Linton Wilson, to make his own welcoming remarks.
Thank you, Provost, and a very good afternoon to you all. Graduands, ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome to this 508th Convocation of McMaster University. To our graduands, my congratulations on your successes, on reaching an important milestone, an exciting milestone in your lives. Many of you will begin careers, embarking on new journeys. Some of you will be continuing your education, training, or preparation for more advanced or specialized activities. The very best of luck to each and every one of you. To the parents, grandparents, family members, spouses, and friends here today, I invite you to take a bow as well. You can be proud of the roles you've played in the accomplishments being recognized in this convocation. To our faculty and staff, today marks tangible recognition of your efforts, particularly the successes of your students evident in this ceremony. Thank you and congratulations. This is a day of celebration. I should warn you that we had the usually exuberant nurses at convocation this morning. I trust that you engineers will live up to your competitive professional reputations and demonstrate an appropriate level of enthusiasm this afternoon. I wish you all an enjoyable convocation.
Dr. Patrick Dean will now come forward to present the graduands to our Chancellor for admission to their degrees.
Will the graduands please rise? Mr. Chancellor, on behalf of McMaster University Senate, I present to you these candidates in order that you may confer the appropriate degrees and diplomas upon them, and I bear witness that they are worthy and suitable.
Graduands, by my authority and that of the McMaster University Senate, I have the great pleasure to admit you to your individual degrees in McMaster University with all of the rights and privileges pertaining to those degrees. My sincere congratulations to you all.
Please be seated.
Mr. Chancellor, may I present to you the following graduates of the degree Master of Engineering. Guanying Tan. Amal Mahmoud Al-Hayari. Amar Shalan Al-Mashiki. Anirudh Iyer. Puneet Saki. Samir Aziz Abdulhadi Al-Janabi. Prem Anand Ramanujam. Mr. Chancellor.
Very much, President Dean, for a very thoughtful, profound, inspirational talk, and leaving us all with questions that we should think about, all of us, and not necessarily the answers that we constantly seek. Both Dr. Dean and Dr. Strobel have talked about McMaster's international presence, the fact that we now are considered among the top universities in the world. This has been a development of the last several decades. I graduated here this week 50 years ago, and the university was celebrating its 63rd convocation. That was the first 75 years of the university, 63 convocations. Today we're at 508, and that's 445 convocations in the last 50 years. And that's simply a measure of the development of this university over this past 50 years, and the fact that the McMaster brand in the world is now very significant, important, and Dr. Strobel spoke to that as well. I realize the hour is now getting a little bit late, and I'm all that's between you and some refreshments and some celebrations. I did want to comment on the challenge that I threw out earlier. There was a palpable improvement in the enthusiasm of this convocation this afternoon. Congratulate you on that. I would say that you're pulling up close, maybe even with the nurses. One aspect of that is you certainly, I do all the handshaking, as does the President, and the handshakes from engineers are much firmer than those from the nurses in the morning. A couple of announcements before we adjourn. A reception will be held for graduates and their guests here in the Convention Center, Wentworth Rooms B and C, immediately following the ceremony. Flowers that have been delivered for graduates will be available at the coat check in the main lobby. I'd ask you to please remain standing at your seats until the academic procession and the graduates have left the hall. And I'd ask you now to rise and join with me in singing our national...
Congratulations and jubilations. I want the world to know I'm happy as can be. I was afraid that maybe you thought you were above me, that I was only fooling myself to think you loved me. But then tonight you said you couldn't live without me, that round about me you wanted to stay.